Hey everybody, this is going to be a playthrough of the C.P9.1 mission from the Georgian Oil War campaign for the Su-25T. Looking at the mission briefing, we've got an afternoon mission in the winter. There's just a medium-high cloud layer. It's not going to give you too much trouble spotting targets, and there are some open areas above the target area where there's no clouds, so you can get up pretty high and help with dodging some AAA and SAM threat if you need to. Looking at the Allied flights, there's a couple Ka-50 helicopters flying around. Looking at the threats, we've got Stinger Manpad IR guided SAMs, we got Avenger IR guided SAMs, we've got truck mounted ZU-23 AAA, Vulcan AAA. For the air threat, we've got some AH-1 helicopters flying around. Those will look pretty different from your Ka-50s, but just be careful about shooting any helicopters unless they're shooting at you or a friendly or getting shot at by a friendly. They're not important for your mission objectives, so you can mostly just ignore them. There could also be a couple of F-16s flying around. Those are a big threat to you if you see them, so keep an eye on your RWR for fighter radar hits, and just hang to the north if you do see that, and let your friendlies help you out with shooting those down. Looking at the mission planner, the objective of this mission is to destroy 4 enemy armor groups. We have 2 stationary groups, one here and one here, just on each side of this road coming off the bridge. And then we've got 2 mobile groups that are going to cross this bridge and head north into a objective zone up in here somewhere. So the first group here, it's just coming across and then crossing that bridge. So it's 4 tanks and an Avenger. And the second group over here, coming west on the road and then turning up over that same bridge, 4 tanks and a Vulcan. Other stuff to be aware of in the area, we've got a bunch of random spawn AAA and SAMs. So we got some ZU-23s. Those you can mostly just ignore if you can tell what they are. The bigger threat is these Avengers. So we got 4 of them across the top here. They're all behind these enemy units, these enemy armor groups to the north. So we got one there, one here, and one here. We've also got 3 man pads to worry about that I think definitely will be there. So there's one in this artillery group here somewhere, I think off to the west side of it. One here, and one here on this other coastal group. So the overall plan, we're going to take off out of Kobuleti up here, head off the coast, look down the coast. Right after you take off, you'll be able to see the city of Kobuleti along the coast here. And then further south, you'll see the coastline kind of curve back up into this bay and this harbor. You'll find the city of Batumi there. Just look south of Batumi for this river, and then you should be able to spot this bridge coming over the river pretty easily. So following that river or that bridge south on the road, you should be able to spot these 8 tanks for the stationary groups pretty easily. And then if you look around, you'll probably spot these groups on the road as well. So the first thing you want to do is probably anchor your wingman pretty far north to give you some time to clear up some anti-air threat before you use him. There are a lot of targets here. If you don't attack anything else other than the objective groups and you hit every target that you shoot at, then you've got just enough missiles to take care of everything yourself. But more likely you're going to want to clear up some of the anti-air threat and then use your wingman to help you destroy the objective groups. So after you anchor your wingman, start scanning around for some of these Avengers. If you could tell the difference between the Avengers and the ZU-23s, that's great. You can probably just ignore the ZU-23s, but if you have any doubts about what something is, just go ahead and kill it just to be safe. But you want to kind of scan, just a bit south of the river across this little strip here to find all these Avengers or any of them that did spawn. So if you find any of them, go ahead and kill them. But while you're doing that, keep an eye out for these road groups because if they cross the river and get north far enough, you will fail the mission. So if you see those groups, go ahead and shoot at them. When you hit one of those units in those groups, the rest of the units in the group are going to stop and scatter off the side of the road for a while. They will eventually get back on the road, but it'll buy you some time to keep hitting them. And then once they do get back on the road, if you hit them again, they'll scatter again. So just keep doing that to keep them in place. So try to get both road groups stopped pretty early. And then once you've got them stopped, go back to attacking Avengers. If you've got time, you're going to want to also kill these man pads further back before you bring the wingman in. But be sure you're clear of the Avenger threat, including the Avenger in this mobile group here. And then once you've got those cleared up and those mobile groups are still stationary or they're still scattered off the side of the road, go ahead and attack the man pads further back. So the best way to find the man pads is look for this big forest behind all these buildings, just south of it. Come over to the east side, and then where it kind of pops up, this little protrusion here, you're going to find this artillery group right there. So find the man pad in there and kill that. and then come to the coast. If you just scan the coast, follow the coast down, you're going to find these groups pretty easily. So go ahead and kill the man pads in those two as well. All this time, you're keeping an eye out on the roads for these groups to have gotten back moving again. If they do get moving again, go ahead and stop them. Once you've got all the SAM threat cleaned up and potentially this Vulcan at the back of this group here, go ahead and call your wingman to you and start using him to attack targets. Best way to use him is to lock something up on the Shkval and then direct your wingman to attack your target. Because if you just tell him to attack everything, he's going to fly around attacking any remaining anti-air and random other stuff. And he's either going to die or just spend time killing things that are important. So once you've got all the anti-air threat cleaned up, call your wingman in, start attacking targets. You're going to want to prioritize these road groups because those are the only ones that can cause you to fail the mission. But once you've got those cleaned up, or if you can't find those units, when they scatter off the road, they may scatter into trees and buildings and things like that where you can't really see them or get at them. If that happens, just let them be for a little bit. Keep an eye for them to get back on the road, but you can start focusing on the stationary targets. So just do a bunch of racetracks up here to the north with your wingman and kill all these targets. Once all 4 groups are completely destroyed, you'll get the mission complete text and you can RTB. All right, start the mission. Got the city of Kovaleti there, then Batumi further down with the bay and the harbor. So we'll be looking for a river just south of Batumi. Looks like we might have some clear air over the target, so I'll get up high above these clouds for now. I'm gonna anchor the wingman here until I can clean up some of the anti-air. I could just barely see that river south of Batumi, so we'll get up a little higher, get over this cloud. Start spotting tickets once we can see over the, or start spotting targets over once we can see over the top of it. All right, we got those two groups along the coast that could have man pads in them. Not sure what that is. That might be an Avenger. Got the first of the road groups there. We got some of the stationary groups here. I think there's a man pad back in there. I don't see the second stationary group yet, but we'll catch it on the road later. So we'll come over here and start working on Avengers and things as we go across the map.
Ground forces to 105. We are marking our position with green flares now. Out.
Второй. Облучение 11 часов.
I probably should look at those road groups and see if they're moving yet. If so, we need to get them stopped. That group's moving. So we'll see what we can hit there. Hit a tree. I heard a man pad shot explode somewhere around me, but I'm high enough that I'm not too worried about it. Alright, we'll try to get that group stopped before they get on the bridge. I'm gonna look for that second road group. Yeah, here they are. Get them stopped as well. I'm a little close, so I'm gonna cut throttle and dive, pumping out flares. Alright, we got both groups stopped, so I can take a little bit of time to look for some anti-air again. I need to get that cleaned up a bit before I can call the wingman in. I'm going to use launch permission override to launch on this because it's probably pretty soft. Don't need extreme precision. Looks like another Avenger there. Oh, there could be one with one of the mobile groups, so we'll check around the bridge here, see if we can find that. Yeah, we got one here. I think that one further up is a Zu-23, so I won't worry about that, but I'll kill this Avenger. That's Zu-23. I'm not seeing any more Avengers, but I'll kill, if I can find a man pad back in here. Yeah, there they are. Go ahead and launch on that. just watching for stuff to get back on the road. If it does, we'll need to get it stopped right away. If it's still not moving, we'll hit those man pads back along the coast, and then we can call the wingman in. Yeah, looks like those guys are getting back on the road, so I need to hit them before they get to the bridge. Looks like they're not stopping, so we'll have to hit them probably when they get over the bridge. We'll go ahead and call the wingman to me. I don't think we have any more time to wait. Alright, those guys are on the bridge. I'm not going to try to attack them there because usually it doesn't work, but see if I can find the other group and get them stopped. Yep. Yeah, they're scattering, so we got more time on them. So I'll focus on that first group coming across the bridge for now. They're almost over the bridge, so by the time I get turned around, they'll be off. Alright, there's one more in the trees. I'll send the wingman on him.
Второй. Занимаю строй.
There they are. Hang left a little bit to get that laser around the left edge of the tree. Alright, that group's done. So when I come back around, I'll send the wingman in on some of the other tanks, and I'm going to go back along the coast and attack some man pads with my remaining missiles. Alright, I'll send the wingman on this. Just waiting for a lock. There it is. I'll go back along the coast.
Второй. Понял. Второй.
Alright, need to find a man pad in here somewhere. There they are.
Второй. На боевом. Второй. Пуск ракеты. Второй. Цель уничтожена. Второй. Занимаю строй.
I don't remember how many units are left from this road group over here, but keep sending the wingman in on stuff I can see. I'll just watch for anything getting on the road.
Второй. Понял. Второй. Работаю
Alright,
по земле.
should be a man pad over in here somewhere, and that'll be the last anti-air unit I'm going to be concerned with.
Второй. На боевом.
I think it's going to hit that truck. Hopefully we get enough splash damage. We're going to have to come back and attack the man pad directly. No, I got the man pad. Good.
Второй. Второй. Занимаю строй.
So I've got 4 more missiles. Wingman should have plenty to take up the rest of the tanks, but definitely gonna need his help.
Fuel 1500.
Send the wingman there. Just looking for stuff from the road group.
Второй. Понял.
I think the road group might be done, except for that might be, no, that's a unit back there. I'll kill that. I think that's a Shulka, maybe? I can't remember. Jog left to get around the trees. Or a Vulcan, yeah, okay. I think that's it for the road groups. So keep an eye on the road just in case, but stay focused on those stationary groups now.
Второй. Пуск ракеты. Второй. Цель уничтожена. Второй. Занимаю строй.
Alright, send another wingman there. I'll take this one, and probably the one next to it.
Работаю по земле. Второй. На боевом. Второй. Пуск ракеты. Второй. Цель уничтожена. Второй. Занимаю строй.
So I think there's just 4 more targets left. I've only got 1 missile, so I'll send the wingman in. I'll use my missile, and then I'll think about coming back with rockets. It would be safer just to keep calling the wingman in. Just making sure nothing snuck through on the roads. I don't see anything. So I think I might have hit that target with the rockets and killed it, so there might just be one tank left if the wingman did his job. Starting to get some clouds over where the targets are, so probably won't try to use bombs to take out that last target. Just see if the wingman can get it. Let's see, 1, 2. Looks like I didn't hit that. I'll send the wingman there. I'll see if I can sneak in and get this guy with bombs. Alright, got a Zu-23 or something shooting at me, so we'll be quick here.
Pull up. Pull up. Overgy.
Looks like that was a miss. So I'll just come back and have the wingman kill that guy, and that's probably it. Alright, send the wingman there. We'll turn away and wait and see what happens. Alright, wingman finish it up, we'll head home.
Fuel 800.
Alright, we got Kobuleti there. So the airfield's probably under the clouds down in there somewhere.
Bingo fuel.
That'll do it.